G'day, this is another one of my 1001 videos. This one is CSS, Cascading Style Sheets. When I learned CSS years ago, I struggled a little bit with it. The basics were easy, but when I tried to become more advanced with it, things got hard really fast. There's a few tricks I wish I knew then that I know now. So I will show you those in this video. I have Visual Studio Code up and running. I have a browser down below. I'm running live server. So let's type something. Hi there. Save it. Let's wrap that round with a div. I've set up my Control W key for wrap abbreviation. So div, save that, same thing, but now I can style a little bit of CSS. Let's make it red. Okay, so what I've done is used inline style. So with CSS, it can be either inline, internal, or external. So if I want to create another div, different color, copy, paste. Let's make this one green. Save. If I want to use internal style sheets, I would, under the HTML before the body, style, divs, color, blue. As you see, nothing's changed, but if I take the green out here, we have blue. If I wanted to target, say this div here, and I'll give it an ID equals div1, I could say the ID div1 has color purple. Save. The top one is purple, the bottom one is blue. All divs are blue except for div1. This first one is now purple. Let's change the order of this. Save it, and there's no difference. So why? Well, the first trick is CSS gives a priority value to each style. So the ID div1 has a higher priority than this div, all divs. And that's where you get lost. There's no display of what value is given. So this will override that one. What I can do is put important at the end. Save that. And then now we'll see that everything's blue. And then if I was to put important here, we go back to purple and blue. The order does make a difference. Why you would use ID is, say you had a header, let's just make this a header. and my header, because it's only going to be one header, I will make it purple and I will make it bold. And a little bit bigger. It's a header. So let's say with this div, we have a few more of them. And I want, say, this one here to have a class equals my div, and this one a class equals my div, and it wants, let's say, classes called my div are colored blue. Save. So here I've used an ID because I would only want one header, and with my div it's a class because I want to use it more than once. I've used it here and here. Header is purple. Probably should move this above. Header is purple. My div is blue and blue. This one here has got nothing, so it's in black. So the reason why I will use a block here for my styles is, first of all, I can move all my style formatting out of the way into the top section. The second reason is I can then create classes. So I can apply that class to several different elements on the page. Now, what might happen is that you don't even want to have all your styles here on the page. You want to move them to another file, or that you want to use these styles for other pages on your site. So I could cut these out and then put a link statement so style sheet href. I've created a external style sheet already. I've just called it style.css. So I can save that. All the styles are gone. Everything's now black. In my styles sheet, I'll just paste this in. No longer need the tags. And we can save that. The formatting is back in. I can still mix. So here, for example, if I wanted to do something with the header and I wanted to have a style of spacing to the left, say 25 pixels, or I could still add in here style tags and mix and match as far as I want to go. But if I was to put this margin into my styles here, so for my header, and we'll make this 100. Save that. This one will override. So again, if I put this into, we're doing header, make this 150. Again, it's been overridden by this one. So this one here has a higher value to this one that has a higher value to the one that's in here. If I make this important, save that. This one now has the higher value. And this is one thing that causes a lot of grief. The next biggest thing that causes a lot of pain is caching. So what will happen is you will change something in here, you'll make it green. This will work, and as you can see, everything here has changed to green, but it doesn't always work, because what's happened is the page will be cached. The browser will cache the page, you change something in here, and the effects don't happen. And then you go, oh, and then you realize that if you say do something like F5 to reload the page, it fixes it. But there's another little nifty thing you can do. I can't sort of demo this, but where you have the style sheet linking to the external source, what you can do is you can put a question mark, put a value. It could be a version number like 1, 2, or it could be a date, 1st of the 2nd, 2023. Save that. So once you change this number, it will then force the page to reload the style sheet. And that's a cool trick. I hope this helps you out. It's just some really basic CSS. I hope you enjoy your journey with cascading style sheets. See ya.